Where is my stream manager? Okay, guys. Welcome back. Oh god. Don't mind me. If I look a bit scraggly today, I washed my hair not that long ago, so yeah, my hair's a bit like, oh, because I have really thick hair, and the problem with that is shampoo is harder to get out of it because it just wants to stick to my hair. So like my hair, some parts of my hair does have like not like shampoo in it, but it's been like hardened by the shampoo. But yeah, just think of this as like my post bath look. I'm not really one for showers. I don't really. I mean, I have poor balance, so I can't really stand up in a shower. So if I have to have a shower, it's either got to have a seat in it, or it's got to be a shower in a bath situation where there might be like a shower head above the bath. But yeah, anyway, random bath conversation over. Welcome back to Ace Attorney. It is Monday, so that means we are getting back to some good old courtroom action. And and today, hopefully, we will be finishing the. I keep forgetting the name of the case, but it's the culinary one anyway, with John Armstrong and the phony Phoenix Wright and Maggie Betts, the defendant, and stuff like that. So yeah. Also, I just wanted to say to all of my fellow wrestling fans out there, happy official start to WrestleMania week. I still need to finish watching SmackDown. I still haven't caught up on SmackDown on Friday. I think I stopped watching it about just after the Drew McIntyre promo where he talked about his newly announced match with Damian Priest. By the way, I am so glad that match is going to be a street fight, just because with how intense that rivalry has gotten, I could not see Drew and Damian just having a normal run-of-the-mill one-on-one match at Mania. So yeah, very, very excited. But yeah, tonight is the final Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania. Tomorrow is the final NXT before Stand and Deliver. And then Friday is the last SmackDown before Mania. Friday is also the Hall of Fame, and then WrestleMania Saturday, which also has Stand and Deliver on earlier in the day, and then probably the most important of the two nights, I think, WrestleMania Sunday. So yeah, but yeah, definitely a lot of great wrestling to look forward to this week. I might see if I can like stay up past midnight and watch it live, but I do have job search commitments during the day, so I don't know whether I'll be able to commit to that, but I'll see. But yeah, so I also want to say for anyone that has watched the premiere episode of season 2 of The Last of Us, I haven't watched it yet, so please don't like spoil anything. Okay, that was freaky. I just heard a bang from somewhere. What the heck was that? I'm hoping it was just next door making a. Oh my god. Go away. Bye Discord bot, I don't want ya. Yeah, what was that? Maybe it was just my microphone, I don't know, but I just heard a massive bang and now I'm like really... Oh, not a bang, but just like a clatter, and I don't know what it was. Anyway, I'm just gonna pretend nothing happened and hopefully it doesn't happen again. Because, yeah, that was really, really weird. But yeah, so... Can stuff seriously stop going wrong for me today? Jesus. I've had so many things just annoy me in like the last hour. And then I just hear some really loud noise go off. But anyway, I'm just gonna wait because, I mean, it could be that I like knocked something, I don't know. I'm just gonna wait and see if like the weird banging noise I heard happens again. I don't even know what that was. But yeah. Anyway. Stupid distractions, I swear to God. Anyway. So I've lost my train of thought now. I wanted to say something else before gameplay started, but then I just heard that weird noise. I wish I didn't have my headset on because then I would have probably maybe figured out what it was, but the headset kind of muffled it a little bit. So yeah. Anyway. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Goddard, did you find this Furio Tigre? I even tamed him for you. It was a 3-cut job. No problem. To tame him? The guy's name may be Furio Tigre, but come on. He's pretty lively. Be careful, he still bites. Very well, please show Mr. Tigre to the stand. Roar! Ah! Don't hide under the table, Maya, unless there is room for me down there too. Would you mind what you say to me? No, nothing. I didn't say nothing, honest. Oh no. The judge is using Tigre's dialect now. Who could have guessed that fear would induce a bad Brooklyn accent in the judge? I got business to take care of, you hear me? So who the hell called me into this hole? Was it you, Spiky? Ack, no, of course not. It was the judge. Your Honor? Oh dear, I seem to have dropped my pen. Where on earth is it? Don't mind me, just carry on with the proceedings as normal. That's it, we're doomed. Maybe you didn't hear me. I said, who the hell was it that called me in here? There's no need to shout, we can all hear you. What you say? There's no point struggling. You're caught in a snare, the relentless snare of the law. And I'm the one that hauled you in. Grrr. Too cool. Don't let him get the better of you, Nick. Let's start with the basics. You know about the incident in question, correct? Incident? I don't know nothing about no stinking incident, mask boy. You mean you didn't attend the previous trial of Maggie Bird? Maggie who? I've got more important things to do than watch courtroom dramas. Of course. Well, perhaps you could give us your testimony then? Please tell us about what you did on the day of the murder. Humph. Phoenix Wright. You's the one who set this up, didn't you? You's gonna regret the day you ruffled the tiger's fur. You hear what I'm saying? Maybe I should have brought a diaper with me today. Ew, Phoenix. Get a grip, Nick. Yeah, what Maya said. Okay. The first witness testimony against the Tigre. I don't know nothing about no murder. I was tied up with business in December last year. Spent all of my time in my office. I got whales lined up to borrow cash from tender lender every single day. You just want to check my alibi, just ask Violetta. Ah, at last I found my pen. Very well then, Mr. Wright. You're cross-examining. Arrgh. Well, what is it? Please, witness, if you could refrain from shouting out like that. I know the kind of games that guy in the blue plays. That lowlife ain't no lawyer. He just punches away at stupid details till he wins. The lowlife? Me? Listen up, smarty. Every time you ask me something that doesn't relate to this case, I'm gonna bill you $50,000 and you's gonna borrow the cash from me. That's one loan contract I refuse to sign. And don't think it ain't gonna hurt when you tangle with the Tigre. Ha, I love a good spectator sport. Just a minute, that's really not. This witness is, how can I put it, a hungry tiger roaming the urban jungle. Get on his bad side and you'll bite everyone's heads off. Yours too. Very well, I have no choice but to impose a penalty system here. You's better be listening. I said I got business to take care of. Big business. If I don't split now, I ain't gonna catch my bus. The court will impose a penalty for any irrelevant pressing of witness testimony. Keep that in mind as you begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You can do it, Nick. Come out from under there already, would you, Maya? Okay, the Tigre's alibi. Oh yeah. Okay, so, I'm gonna have to be careful with, yeah, I won't be able to make many wrong tries before I risk getting a game over, so yeah, I'm gonna have to be very careful with the choices I make, so I may take this slow just so I can think through it. But yeah, so I don't think there's a contradiction there. I was tied up with business in December last year, spent all of my time in my office, so yeah. So let's go through the court record. So, Magatama, recovered in the kitchen of Trebian. Sports paper, left by victim, doodle is in victim's handwriting. An article from December 5th says I was trounced and my client was found guilty. Is this where we bring up the fact that he impersonated Phoenix Wright in court, maybe? Because, I mean, that happened in December, so clearly he didn't spend all this time in the office. Yeah, I don't think that matters. I don't think the scooter matters. I don't think John's debt matters. Yeah, Victor's testimony doesn't matter. Glenn's autopsy report. Photo of the scene. Yeah, it's funny that he mentions December. Oh, there's also Glenn's calendar. That could be the more likely option, actually. But then it depends on where Glenn met with the Tigre. Unless December 3rd is when the Trebian murder happened. Payment was due last year. Millionaire radio. So yeah, it's either gonna be Glenn's calendar that I'm gonna have to present, or as a long shot, the magazine clipping. So I'll just go through all the statements. Ow. Yeah, so I do think it is this one. Okay. Yeah, I'm on. There we go. Okay, so if I do press, I am gonna have to be careful with what I do press on. But actually, so before, maybe I should get more information from this, and then that might help me figure out what evidence to use. Because right now, obviously, I'm kind of torn between two different things. So yeah, let's press this one. Are you sure about that? We're talking about 1 month ago, you know. You see these teeth? That's how sharp my secretary is. Sharp? Is he talking about Viola Cadaverini? She writes everything in my scheduler. December, mainly in the office. That's what it says, so that's where I was. That seems like a rather sketchy schedule. Grrr. There he goes again. What the Tigre did all December isn't the issue. What's important is what he was doing on the day of the murder. So now what? Yeah, let's press harder. Mr. Tigre, what do you want? If you wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail. This is a dead end, right? And you know it. Remember the rules. No, it's essential that we establish the witness's alibi accurately. I agree. The victim was killed on December 3rd. Were you in the office that day too? Maybe you ain't listening. Of course I was. I never set foot outside. I had meetings all day with a bunch of cats wanting to do business with me. I ain't never seen that young kid before. I do believe the witness's last statement was important. Mr. Godot, if you could please. Mr. Tigre, the court asked you to add the last statement to your testimony. Don't let an animal beat you. Be a man, Your Honor, and ask him yourself. Okay, so the day you was talking about, I was in the office too. I never saw that kid before. So the only way we can contradict that statement is if we can prove that Glenn Elg and Furia Tigre met with each other before December 3rd. And I don't know whether we have any evidence of that. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any evidence. So, oh, okay. Well, there is one piece of evidence I can think of. I just didn't think to present it now. I thought it was going to come at a more integral time. But yeah, let's present Glenn's calendar. Mr. Tigre, you claim you didn't know Mr. Glenn Elg, but it appears that Mr. Elg knew you. What? Mr. Elg left this little note on his calendar. Meet with the Tigre, and the date, December 3rd. To December 3rd? That's the day of the murder. So, Mr. Tigre, I submit that you did indeed know one Mr. Glen Elg, because on the very day of the incident, you met with him. Hurrah! Ha 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 ha! Not bad, you's actually not bad. Sorry? I was just messing with yous to see how good you were. Did you hear that, Nick? He said you're not bad. That's one compliment I can do without. Plus he's lying through his teeth. Witness, please remember that you're under oath. Lies will not be tolerated. You calling me a liar? Is that what you doing? Ruh-roh. Does the judge think he's Scooby-Doo now? Ruh-roh, Raggy. So you're saying that your claim to have never seen that kid before is the truth? I said I'm dead serious. You'd better believe that's the truth. Ha. Then I say that gives me time to enjoy another cup of pure black magic. That is, while you testify for the court again, Mr. Tigre. Oh yes, would you mind indulging the court, witness? He never actually met the victim. That's gotta be a lie right there. It's time I nailed this guy. Okay. So, new testimony, the victim Glen Elg. I ain't no liar. I never met Glen Elg. There was some lame guy with that name though. Wanted to borrow cash from me. I set up a meeting with a guy at my office tender lender. I waited around for him, but he ain't ever showed. I ain't never even been to that Trebien joint. You's here? Okay, so we're either gonna have to prove that Glenn did meet up with Tigre at Tender Lender, or we're gonna have to prove that Tigre has been to Trebien before. I see, that all seems perfectly logical. You had arranged to meet with the victim, but he didn't show up. I've heard it's pretty hard to keep appointments when you're dead. Well, duh. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Didn't I tell you I got a big deal going down today? I ain't gonna make my bus now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. That bill's going straight to you, right? Grrr. Grrr. Okay, cross-examination. So, I never met Glen Elg. I don't think we can prove that he did meet Glen Elg. I might be totally wrong, but yeah. Oh my god. Don't mind me. Oh my god. Don't mind me. Oh wait, maybe we can use Sean's learn to prove that he has been to Trebien before. A deadly powdery poison. The victim got this from the doctor. Paper badge. MC bomber. Millionaire radio. Gumshoes lunchbox. Viola's medical papers. Trebien matches. Oh, wait! That's how we can prove he went to Trebien before. So, yeah, let me... Where is... I just want to make sure I'm not jumping the gun, but I'm just gonna go with my gut and present the matches. Where are the matches? There's the matches. Yeah, baby. That one was actually pretty easy. You just needed to pay close attention to the court record for that one. Mr. Tigre, is there something you'd like to tell the court about these matches? Matches? What you's talking about? We found them in your office at Tender Lender. They're from that restaurant. What? if you've really never been to Trebien before, what was a book of the restaurant's matches doing on your desk? You've been snooping around in my stuff too now, wise guy? What are you, my ball and chain? Ain't no broad controlling me. Order, order! Well, witness, I think it's time you started telling us the truth, don't you? Rawr! So sorry. I'm terribly sorry. Forgive me. I ain't no pussycat. I don't go back on what I said. But okay, I was at the joint that day. What? But listen good, alright. I might have been there, but I still never met that kid. Well, well. Looks like an order just came in for another testimony. I'm this close to proving it was him. He did meet Glenelg that day, and he did put poison in his coffee. He must have. Okay, another testimony at Trebien. I was supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant that afternoon. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. I figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be, so I split. I heard the cop's sirens on my way out, and I went straight back to my office. I see. You didn't actually meet with him in the end, then? Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Hold it. If I wait around here any longer, I ain't even gonna make the normal express. No more stupid questions. Ha. No problem. Anytime Trite presses you on something irrelevant, I'll see he pays a penalty. Mr. Godot, that's my job. Your job is to slam that little hammer of yours and call a guilty verdict. So do it. Yes, sir. The special express ain't cheap, right? Just so yous know since you's paying. Oh, man. Doesn't rule of law mean anything around here? Okay, at Trebien. So, I was supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant that afternoon. Okay. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table stiff as concrete. I figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be, so I split. I heard the cop sirens on my way out and went straight back to my office. Something tells me we're gonna need more information. I just know, I'm not entirely sure what statement to press. So let's see. No. Oh yeah. Something just clicked. Okay. So I think what I need to present here is the floor plans. So because I'll show you why in a minute. But where are they? Okay. So notice that the door to the restaurant is in the top right, and if Furio Tigre is saying that he opened the door and saw one ugly scene, that can't be right, because unless he walked into the restaurant, he wouldn't have been able to see anything. So yeah, I think, yeah. I hope I'm right with my reasoning. You're something of a loan-collecting pro, aren't you, Mr. Tigre? No one escapes the tiger's clutches. Well, I'm something of a lie-detecting pro. And no one escapes the phoenix's clutches. I think it's time we got something straight. What's this, Trite? A new line of irrelevant questioning. These are the floor plans of the crime scene. You say you were standing at the entrance, Mr. Tigre? From there, your field of vision would have covered an area something like this. Indeed, the witness would have had a clear view of the victim's seat. No, he wouldn't. Isn't that what I just said? I saw the back of the kid's head. Unfortunately for you, that is not possible. If the court would think back, you'll remember that between each of the tables is a tall partition. Why, that's true. Now look at the plans again. The truth is painfully obvious. From the entrance, the field of vision of any customer walking in ends here. Yes, he wouldn't have seen anything. Exactly, that's what I was saying. So, from the entrance of Trebienne, you couldn't have seen the victim's seat. But you did see the victim that day because you met with him. Wrong. Have you forgotten the old man's testimony yesterday? The victim was alone in his table. But the defense just proved that point to be moot. The victim witnessed by Mr. Kudo was not Glenn Elg, but a fake. What? In order to have Mr. Kudo falsely testify, the real killer posed as the victim he had just killed and acted out a charade. Or a charade. Some people say charade, some people say charade. It's really weird. That will do. This trial has gone on long enough without the obvious question being answered. Who exactly was this real killer who impersonated the victim? You say the killer murdered Glenn Elg and then impersonated his victim in a performance for Victor Kudo? In that case, Mr. Wright, reveal the identity of this criminal to the court. Come on. Judge, he's literally staring you right in the face. Obviously, the killer is Furio Tigre. No one else could have done it. Well, what? Well, witness. Grahahaha. Now that's cute. You think you can pin this on the tiger? Maybe you don't understand. The tiger is king of the jungle. So I dare you to say it again. Come on, you got the guts? You can't threaten me, Mr. Tigre. It's the defense. Go ahead and tell the witness, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright! Sounds to me like it must be you, old man. You've got guts, I'll give you that. Oh my god, my... Ow. Sorry, I just had a hair tickle my ear. Mr. Wright, do not leave me to handle this alone. Ha! Perhaps I can end this embarrassment. Mr. Godot. Let's just go back over Mr. Kudo's testimony one more time. The old man didn't see just the victim. Oh no, no, no. The surfing girl brought him a Java Chino, but she put something in it. There's no question about it. She very conspicuously put some white powder in there. Was the victim you saw the real victim or not? That doesn't matter. The fact remains he saw the accused put the poison in the coffee. Yes, it was the waitress who poisoned the coffee. Very impressive, Mr. Godot, waiting for my absence to launch her attack. Ha! Found your pen at last, right? It was in my pocket. Ahem, but anyway, Mr. Kudo witnessed two people that day. He saw the victim, the supposed Mr. Glenelg, and the waitress from behind. Yes, your point, Mr. Wright. I think the conclusion is obvious. If this Glenn Elg was really the killer in disguise, then surely it's possible the waitress was also part of the show. What? You mean the waitress was an imposter as well? The defendant, Miss Bird, fell unconscious immediately after the incident, and someone used her fainting to hatch an elaborate plan to pin the murder on her. Who on earth was it? I think I have a pretty good idea. Who do we know who's associated with Tigre? There's only one person it could be. Viola Cadaverini. Who is this woman? Her name is Viola Cadaverini. She's an employee of Tender Lender. You's making a big mistake. Do you know who Violetta's grandfather is? You better be going home in an armored truck tonight if you know what I mean. Stop shaking, Nick. Oh, where was I? Yes, the defendant, Miss Bird, has stated the following. Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's true there was another customer in the restaurant. Hi, Emily. Happy Monday. Oh my god. Oh. Hair, get out of my mouth. There we go. She was sort of creepy, and she had a kind of cackling laugh. Is Tigre starting to crack? He's sweating a bit. There are just too many contradictions in this case. The second man at the victim's table, who nobody but Miss Bird seems to have seen. The earpiece worn by the victim in his left ear when that eardrum was ruptured. And the radio show he was supposedly listening to half an hour after it was over. There is only one logical explanation that clears up all of these contradictions. The whole incident took place twice, once for real and once for show. And Mr. Furio Tigre, the only person who could have committed the crime, is you. Yeah, I've been fairly relaxed today, washed my hair, watched some wrestling, been looking for jobs, so yeah, a bit of a mix of things, so I've not been just stuck doing the same thing all day. Ooh, witness, what have you got to say? That's cute. Sorry. You's alright. I could do with a guy like you around. What do you mean? Okay, I'm in on this game. I'm gonna have to charter a jet to get me to my meeting now, but I'm gonna give you one more thing to think about before I go. Something to think about? You've got it all wrapped up nice, huh, right? But you've missed out one really important thing. But that can't be. I was in the joint that day, and I met that kid too. But I couldn't have poisoned him, you's here. What? Do you really expect us to believe you now, Mr. Tigre? Ha! What a troublemaker. Troublemaker? Looks like we're going to need another one for the road. One more steaming cup of hot testimony. Indeed. Witness, you will explain yourself to the court. I will give you one more chance to testify. What happened that day at Trey BM between yourself and the victim? Okay. More testimony ties to the victim. Yeah, I loaned Elle cash, about $100,000. That day, we was due to have a little chat. The kid had hit his payback date, see? So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts screaming. Yes, I won $500,000. He got lucky, you know. Real lucky. If that waitress hadn't done what she done, everything would have been over. Now, I see that the principal amount you loaned to Mr. L was $50,000. Yeah, well, you've got the vig to take into account. Interest builds up fast, you know. Yeah. Oh my god. I can't believe About Damn Time came out 3 years ago. It feels like yesterday I had that song on like repeat. But yeah, that song is an anthem. It's definitely one of those songs that makes me want to get up and dance. Yeah, and the music video is really fun as well, with Lizzo just like, uh, yeah, with Lizzo just like dancing and having fun, and like there's all these flashing disco lights and everything. That's faster than fast. $100,000 is twice his principal. And the repayment deadline was December 3rd, the day of the incident in question. Yeah, he was one lucky kid. He got that $500,000 just in time, so I ain't have no reason to kill the kid. And if I ain't got no motive, you ain't got no case. His motive? He has to have one, but what is it? Okay, cross-examination. So, I wonder if I'm gonna have to get a motive out of Tigre for this one. But we'll see. So, is there anything that 100,000? I wonder if the 100,000 that Glenn Elg wrote in that magazine was the loan money. Don't think that matters. Job listings, don't think that matters. Lunch special. John's debt is $500,000. Glenn's autopsy report. Crime photo. Coffee cup. Let me just, yeah, there's nothing there. Okay, deadly powdery poison. Apron, victim's prescription, Glenn's calendar, paper badge, MC bomber, millionaire radio, Gumshoe's lunchbox, Viola's medical bills, and tray. Okay. The kid had hit his payback date, so anyway it tells me he's got nowhere to pay up. Oh wait! I wonder if I should present the magazine on that statement, because it looks like from this magazine that maybe Glenn was gonna sell his virus in order to pay up his debt for Tigre. I'm just gonna check that. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm jumping the gun a bit. Okay. Who the heck is messaging me on WhatsApp? Oh, okay. It's just my dad. That's fine. Okay, where? Right, oh! I'm clicking on all the wrong windows. There we go. And then, yeah, okay. So, so yeah, let's go through. So one, I just want to make sure I get the right statement. So anyway, it tells me he's got nowhere to pay up. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts screaming. Yes, I won $500,000. If that waitress hadn't done what she done, everything would have been over. Yeah, let's see, because I don't think Tigre has disclosed who he said the waitress is. So yeah, maybe we can find out from Tigre whether the waitress was Maggie, or whether he's gonna say it wasn't Maggie and start fueling the rumors that it was Viola. The waitress, you mean? The girl with glasses in the defendant's chair. Who else could I mean? If she hadn't got in the way, things would have been bada bing, bada boom, over and done with. Maybe I should push a little on this. Ask about what Maggie did? What exactly are you implying the defendant did? How about you go ask Four Eyes about that $500,000 ticket? She wanted it so bad. She poisoned Elg's coffee. A likely theory. Your word hasn't held water today, Mr. Tigre. Excuse me. Let's not forget this witness was actually at the scene, right? The law don't exactly agree with some of the deals I sent down. I couldn't be there when the cops showed up, so I split. I see. Your Honor. The witness's last few statements are worth a good 2 cups of coffee. I concur, Mr. Godot. You will amend your testimony accordingly, witness. Ha ha ha. So that's what you was after, Phoenix, right? Okay, thanks to what she did, my business with that kid was over. Yes, I won $500,000. He got lucky. So wait, the last statement changed. Thanks to what she did, my business with that kid was over. I don't... Do I press again? Or wait, is there another statement somewhere? Let me have a look. Yeah, okay. So, I must have to present something on that last statement. Thanks to what she did, my business with that kid was over. I definitely picked the right choice, right? Oh, shit. Okay. No, I picked the wrong choice. Yeah. I should have done what I usually done and, yeah, okay. Let me... Can I press this statement again and get the opposite? What do you mean things would have been over and done with? Are yous all there or what? I'm talking about the cash. I was there to get my $100,000 back. That's all. I'm a businessman. It was all coming together before that waitress got in the way. As far as I can tell from the witness's testimony, other than recouping its loan, Mr. Tigre had no motive for killing the victim. Well, Mr. Wright, are you happy with the testimony or would you like it amended? Have it amended. I'm not going to get anywhere with the testimony as it stands. Okay. Yeah, so I was after the $100,000. I didn't have no other reason to kill the guy. I wonder if this is where we present MC Bomber. I'm gonna give it a go. Yay! There we go. So you just intended to get back the $100,000 Mr. L owed you, correct? I loaned the guy the cash, so that's my right. Oh, Pokemon community game must be doing something special today. Because I'm noticing all the Pokemon are coming up with big gold stars, so maybe it's like a good day to play the Pokemon community game or something. I loaned the guy the cash, so that's my right. Unfortunately for Mr. Elg, I don't believe the $100,000 is what you were really after. I wonder why Tigre would be after MC Bomber though. Unless Tigre had like his own debt that he needed to pay off, I don't know. What are you getting at, Trey? What else could a moneylender be after other than money? Oh, the moneylender was after money, but money in a totally different league. The kind of money that a single disc like this would fetch. What is that? A computer virus, Your Honor. A virus called MC Bomber. A computer virus? What does one of those do? A computer virus is a program that wreaks havoc on the insides of a computer. A computer? What does one of those do? Oh my god, George, keep up. I guess the beard isn't the only part of his honor that's from the Stone Age. I'll explain it to you later, Your Honor. Right now, this is the important point. A virus like MC Bomber would be worth several $million on the black market. Several $million? Lending money with no hope of ever seeing repayment would normally be bad for business. But in this case, the very fact that Glenn Elg had no way to repay the money is crucial. What? Glenn Elg was a programmer, a highly skilled programmer. That skill was the collateral Mr. Elg put up in order to borrow the money. You're trying to suggest the witness's motive was to get hold of that program? Exactly. The witness may have poor fashion sense, but he is by no means an idiot, right? A man like him could get his hands on $1 million without resorting to murder. Of course he could, provided that he had time. But what if he had needed the money right then? When the pressure's on, the luxury of choice tends to disappear. It seems you have a logical conclusion for this theory, Mr. Wright. Would you care to share it with us? Why did Mr. Tigre need money to the tune of $1 million? I think I know why. Yeah, Viola's medical bills. That makes total sense. In December of last year, you found yourself in need of a huge amount of money. About 6 months ago, you were involved in a traffic accident, weren't you? An accident involving a car and a scooter in which a young woman was injured. She was taken to the hospital where she underwent surgery. How much of this do you know? These medical papers document the treatment of the young woman in question. According to these, her operation cost $1 million. And yet, when the payment was due last month, you somehow managed to pay it in full. For $1 million? A preposterous sum. Someone should sue these HMOs. Ha, no one would pay a bill like that. If the medical association got wind of it, the hospital would end up as dead as a morgue. But Mr. Tigre had no choice but to pay, because his very life depended on it. Rawr! Order! 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 You say his life depended on it, Mr. Wright. Indeed it did, simply because the injured woman was none other than Viola Cadaverini. Did you say Cadaverini? Bruno Cadaverini, mob boss in charge of all underworld activities in the city, and doting grandfather to his precious Violetta, also known as Viola Cadaverini. War! Your life was in danger unless you paid compensation to the boss, correct? It makes sense. Yeah, I think the blue sequin dress is my favorite outfit from the About Damn Time video. Yeah, I do really like songs that make me feel like that motivate me and lift me up and pick me up. Yeah, especially when they're dancey. I feel like another really good dancey song that does a really good job of picking me up is Can't Stop the Feeling by Justin Timberlake. That one is like the ultimate feel-good dancey song. And it's even better that it's like forever immortalized in forever used in Trolls. So yeah, but I do love that song. I need some of my monster. Okay. Oh, there's so much stuff on my table. There we go. You were desperate to acquire the $1 million Bruno Cadaverini demanded of you. Oh, thank you. I'll just, there we go. Okay. Yeah, my fiance just delivered a gift to me. Cause yesterday I actually, so I'd been meaning to get a phone upgrade for ages. Or not yesterday, but Saturday. I finally got, so I didn't get a new phone. I decided that because I want to, because new phones nowadays are really expensive. So I decided to go second hand. So I've got a, it's a newer phone than my old phone was, but it's not like this year brand new. So, but anyway, I'm definitely enjoying my new phone so far. But yeah, I love it when they do that on talk shows where a musical artist might be on, and it's like how Ed Sheeran was on Jimmy Fallon recently, and he just outright revealed the names of all, like, a few of his next albums. Like, his next album's gonna be called Play, and then, yeah. And then I think Ariana did something similar when Sweetener came out, because Ariana, before Sweetener came out, she actually played, I think it might have been Breathing, or it was either Breathing or R.E.M., but she played a little bit of that before Sweetener came out. So, yeah. On the day of the murder, Mr. Tigre's sole intention was to get his hands on this CD. Glen Elg had no way of paying back the $100,000, and Mr. Tigre knew it. But then a miracle happened. The kind of that Mr. Tigre would prefer to say never happened, but he can't, and neither can I. The lottery win? Exactly. At the 11th hour, Mr. Elg won $500,000 on the lottery, which left Mr. Tigre with no way of getting his hands on the all-important CD. At least no legitimate way. So he resorted to illegitimate means. That's crazy. He murdered Glen Elg and then made his next move, to frame Maggie Bird for the crime. Mr. Tigre posed as Glen Elg. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yay. While Viola Cadaverini played the role of Miss Bird. And then they reenacted the whole thing in order to establish a witness. The witness being the one we all heard testify yesterday, Mr. Victor Kudo. Like I said, Trite, that's crazy. No one can pull off a stunt like that. For starters, there's no way the chef could have been kept in the dark about it. But Mr. Armstrong was in on it from the very beginning. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Gatto? Mr. Armstrong owed the witness money too. $500,000, in fact. He had no choice but to go along with Mr. Tigre's plan. Order, order. Grahahaha. You's put on a good show, Spiky. If yous want to stay alive in the loan shark business, you gotta be careful. You saying I dressed up like that kid created a witness and framed someone? If I did something crazy like that, I'd leave a trail as bright as my shirt. I ain't dumb enough to do something sloppy like that. I agree. You do? Despite your appearance, you are very careful. That's why you took one more precaution. One more trick to make sure Miss Bird had no way out. What? Another one, Mr. Wright. Interesting. Why don't you fill us all in, Trite? What was this trick you say Mr. Tigre performed to frame the accused? Yeah, magazine clipping. Good. Why are you shaking your head? And what's the relevance of that, Trite? It's just a little intro. An intro to what? Oh no! No! Fuck! I got it wrong! And I fucking didn't save, so now I'm gonna have to... I really hate this game doesn't have auto-save. Ugh! Okay. I'm gonna have to speed through all of that again. God damn it. Oh. Okay. Oh my god. Just... Come on. There we go. Come on. I just want to get to the part of the game where I was at. I thought that was right. What else could... What other trick would he have played? It's a good thing I can skip through all this text, although I do have to do these testimonies again, which does kind of suck. Come on. Okay, let me... Yeah, I'm gonna need to go back through each of them just to make sure I get the right... Okay. I'll get caught up on chat as soon as I'm back to where I was in the game again. I just want to get... Because, I really freaking hate that this game does not have an autosave. And yet the other remastered collections for Ace Attorney that did come out do have autosave. It's probably because they realised what a bonehead move not having autosave in this game was. So, yeah. It didn't help that, like, distractions. Anyway. I need to press that one. Press harder. Right. Okay, present Glenn's calendar. Come on. DDD. But yeah, that was also really mean how, for that statement that I failed on, like the penalty was literally all I had left of my life bar. So it really was like go big or go home. But yeah, no, come on. Right, the victim Glenelg. Stupid sneezes creeping up on me. Oh yeah, that one's the easy one. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Wait, huh? 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. Hopefully I'm getting near to where I was, because I don't want to just be fast forwarding to where I was for much longer. Okay. This is at Tribune. So, oh yeah, okay. Where's the floor plans? There we go. Bow, bow, bow. That's one thing I'll be glad about when I get on to Apollo Justice, Great Attorney Chronicles, and Miles Edgeworth Investigations Collection, because all of those games have autosave, I believe. This is literally like, for whatever reason, Capcom just didn't have the sense to have this one have autosave. And yet they added it for all the others. Okay, this one's easy. Come on. Okay, so this is Viola Cadaverini. There we go. Okay, am I nearly caught up yet? Ties to the victim. Yeah, I'm nearly caught up, I think. Yeah. But yeah, I'll catch up on the chat when I'm caught up, which hopefully won't be much longer. Come on. Yeah, okay, so now we're almost caught up. So... Okay, so which statement did I need to press again? 6th statement. And then, yeah. Oh, I've got so many tabs open. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, press. And then ask how things would have been. Okay. So, doobie-doobie-doo. Where's MC Bummer? Okay, I'm almost caught up now. Oh, I'm really glad. The one thing I'm really glad about, even if this game doesn't have autosave where the game saves without you having to manually save, I'm also glad that the game does have a skip function, because it would be even more annoying to not be able to skip text that you've read before. So, yeah. Okay, this is the, this is Viola's medical papers. Okay. Yeah, we're nearly there. Once I get back to the choice I effed up on, I'll catch up on chat. And then I'll also probably think about it a bit more. Come on. Okay, here we go. So this is where I screwed up. So, oh, I really hate. Why did Twitch think it was a good idea to put the reply button practically over the scroll bar? Like, oh, I want to scroll up on my chat, but god damn it. mean, yeah, I do. I don't know whether we will get a Bruno Mars album because Bruno does seem to have a bad habit of. I say a bad habit because it's annoying that he makes us wait so many years for another album. Because I remember there was quite a big gap between Unorthodox Jukebox and 24K Magic. So yeah, I don't know. And plus Bruno seems happy doing collaborations. That that would actually be a cool album though for Bruno to do because I think it would be really interesting if Bruno did what Ed Sheeran did, where Ed Sheeran brought out Number 6 Collaborations Project, which was just all collaborations. It would be really cool if Bruno did something like that, especially with all of the great collaborations he's brought out lately, with Lady Gaga, Rose, Sexy Red. Okay, I was on the right lines. Oh wait. Yeah, I was on the right lines. I just presented the wrong evidence. Okay. So yeah, I shouldn't have presented the magazine clipping. I should have presented the paper batch. There we go. What on earth is that? What an insult to think anyone could be fooled by such a childish imitation. Consider yourself insulted, Your Honor. Mr. Tigre, you didn't just pose as the victim on the day in question. A month ago in this very court, you posed as me. Coachella's still going on, but yeah, Lady Gaga did it either yesterday or Friday, I think. Um, no, yeah, actually Coachella has finished now, I think. Or no, I can't remember whether Coachella is one weekend or 2 weekends. I think it might be 2 weekends. Coachella's a bit weird because like they do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then they take a week off and then they come back for another weekend. But yeah, Lady Gaga headlined on Friday, I think. I heard her set list was really good. I heard Lady Gaga did like so she did songs from Mayhem, but she also did fan favorites. I saw a really good video of a really cool song transition she did where she went from Abracadabra straight into Judas, which was really cool. So yeah, yeah, I'm waiting on YouTube because I'm subscribed to the official Coachella YouTube channel because that's where all the performances come out from it for you to watch them back over and over. So yeah, I'm waiting for Lady Gaga's performances to come out, Lisa's performance, Jenny's performance, Charlie XCX's performance. Um, yeah. Um, yeah. I mean, it. I mean, I don't want to think that Bruno's gonna have a pattern with his album gaps, but if I have to wait 6 years, so when did 24K Magic came out? Like 2016, 2017. So yeah, if I have to wait like a couple more years to get another Bruno Mars album, uh, yeah, when I go see him live on tour, I'm like, yeah, when I go see him live again, I'm gonna be like, Bruno, please do not do another long album gap because, yeah, I mean, I get why he does it because he likes to make his fans wait and make it worth the wait. Yeah, Rose was at Coachella. Yeah, Yeah, 24. Yeah, I figured 24K Magic was in 2016 because there was no way it was in 2017 because that's when I went to go see Bruno for that album. So yeah, I saw I saw Brian May was at Coachella as well from Queen because Benson Boone, who's a really good singer, he played he did a cover of Bohemian Rhapsody and brought out Brian May for it, which was really cool. I think one year when Harry Styles was at Coachella, I think he did I think that's when he did the cover of Man I Feel Like a Woman with Shania Twain. That was so good. Harry and Shania together. Oh, I would love if they did like an original song because their voices did go really well together. So yeah, what? That's the truth. But the witness looks nothing like you, Mr. Wright. I saw Timothée Chalamet was in the audience, like in the front row during Charlie XCX's set. Because I saw, and Charlie XCX also had quite a few guests during her Coachella set. She had Billie Eilish, Lord, and then also Troye Sivan. She basically brought out all of her, or most of her collaborators from the Brat album. And I remember after Charlie's set finished, seeing Bratchella trending on X, because yeah, obviously whenever Charlie XCX performs, it's like, oh my god, it's Brat Summer all over again. Now that I think about it, it was you, wasn't it? No doubt it was you, standing in here this very court a mere month ago. The Phoenix Wright put up the most disreputable, shabby defense I had ever seen. Grrr. Rawr. Um, yeah, and I think if I remember rightly, Versace on the floor. Well, no, I think the last single from 24K Magic was Finesse with Cardi. I think that's the last single that I remember from that album. And then yeah, I think Versace on the Floor was the one before that because that was the one with Zendaya in the music video. Oh, that's cool. Rose tried to video call Bruno when Lady Gaga was singing Down with a Smile. That's cool. Yeah. It's really cool that Rose and Bruno have become such good friends. So yeah, I really like how friendly they've become because Rose was basically like us. Like the reason why she reached out to collaborate with Bruno was because she was a fan of Bruno's music. In fact, I think Rose actually became a fan of him from seeing him live recently, or like before Apt came out. So yeah, so before Rose and Bruno were Apt, Rose was just like both of us. Like she was just a fan of Bruno's music, which was like it's really relatable and awesome to hear about that. Can you prove that, Gramps? Prove the attorney who represented the accused here a month ago was this man? Are you prepared to take the stand and testify it was him? Yeah, I definitely, I don't know, like, I feel like Rose and Bruno have more of a friendly chemistry, but I don't know, I feel like Bruno and Gaga kind of reminds me of Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper when A Star Is Born came out. Because everyone was like, oh my god, what if Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper started dating? Because obviously Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper in A Star Is Born played boyfriend and girlfriend and husband and wife. So yeah, but yeah, I could kind of see Bruno and Gaga having like a chemistry where had Bruno and Gaga not already been in relationships, it could have been mistaken as romantic chemistry. Cause I don't know, like I bet Bruno and Gaga would in a weird alternate universe make a great couple. Hey, forget about it, yeah? I wouldn't do something like that, not me. You made a mistake, right? It was someone else, huh? Have you no pride, sir? It's kind of funny that you ask him. Well, I mean, it would have been funny if his name was Furio Leon or something like that. But yeah, in case you didn't know, right here in court we deal with people's lives. Mr. Godot is right. Your Honor, speaking for myself, I am absolutely convinced. The attorney in question was the witness standing before me now. However, I preside over this court as the judge, with the vested power to hand down a verdict. Someone in my position cannot be swayed by a memory without evidence to support it. No! If the defense has no further evidence, the court will now excuse the witness. The circumstances surrounding Mr. Tigre are dubious for sure, but not conclusive. But we've come so far. You say he impersonated Glenelg. You say he impersonated you. But none of that adds up to a murder charge. You don't have a shred of evidence that the witness poisoned the victim's coffee. No. Yeah, he did that when I saw him in Sheffield, because obviously in the song Calling on My Lovelies, Halle Berry calls he calls Halle Berry, but she doesn't pick up. So yeah, it's kind of funny that he turned that moment from Calling on My Lovelies into like a funny live moment where he just calls someone up, and when they don't pick up, he's like, damn, like in the song. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it would have been really cool if Bruno had answered Rose's video call, but I mean, he's a busy man. I mean, for all we know, he could actually be working on his next studio album as we speak. I mean, I'm hoping he is, because again, I like to think that Bruno is going to release a new album ASAP instead of making us wait, I don't know, a couple more years. I don't know. Sucks to be you, right? Don't mess with the tiger or you're gonna get mauled, you've got that? All we managed to do here was chase him around a bit, but I was so close to getting him to admit his own guilt. Ha! Looks like I won't be needing a refill. If I had just one more piece of evidence, and maybe I could get Maggie off the hook. Yeah, not Halle Bailey, Halle Berry, the movie actress. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it would be. I mean, yeah, Halle Bailey's a bit young for Bruno, but yeah, Halle Berry, yeah, that makes more sense. Um, but yeah, Bruno, yeah, yeah, I wonder if there's any other singers I know that are perfectionists. I mean, is there any other singers that wait quite a few years before they release albums? I'm trying to think. Um, I mean, I'd imagine Beyonce, I mean, with her being like the queen and everything, Queen Bee, I think Beyonce is probably a perfectionist as well, because, I mean, Beyonce doesn't leave it as long between albums as Bruno, but I do get the feeling that she'll work on an album until it's like perfect. Yeah, I was just thinking, yeah, I said Beyonce, maybe Ed Sheeran, but I don't know. Ed Sheeran seems to release a new album every year lately. At least that's what it feels like. I mean, Ed Sheeran's released more albums than Bruno Mars at this point. I'm pretty sure. Um, yeah. Maybe it was autocorrect. I'll just blame it on autocorrect why you put Halle Bailey. But yeah, a bit of a difference there, because I mean, Halle Bailey, I mean, I don't know. I think Halle Bailey's like, I want to say in her mid to late 20s. Yeah, Ed Sheeran is very. I like to think of Ed Sheeran as like the male Taylor Swift. Like, he always puts so much effort into his albums. Like, I don't know whether I'd say he's a perfectionist, but I think he definitely wants to make sure he gives his fans like the best album and the best experience. But yeah, Taylor Swift is also very up to date. Um, I wouldn't even be surprised though if Taylor's a bit of a perfectionist. I mean, I definitely got that sense from like everything that she put into the Eras tour, because the Eras tour is a perfect show. Like, literally, when I went to go see Taylor live, I couldn't think of anything that was like less than perfection about that whole show. So I'd imagine that Taylor is actually a bit of a. She might not be a perfectionist when it comes to her albums, because she probably just has like a natural gift and artistry for it. But I mean, maybe for live tours, probably like live shows and maybe live performances. This witness's cross examination is over. You are free to go, Mr. Tigre. But yeah, oh, gumshoe. Okay. Yeah, I'm honestly surprised Pixie Lot is still releasing music, honestly. Like, I honestly thought like after the album that has like the last album that came out before Encino, like I thought that would have been a last album, because I mean, as you said, like she was basically quiet for like a decade, 10 years, which is a long time. But yeah. Uh yeah, Bruno doing a collab with Halle Bailey, or even both Chloe and Halle, like that would be really cool, I think. Uh yeah. I think my next dream collab for Bruno, I would honestly love it if Bruno and The Weeknd did a song together. I think I'd scream. Yeah, I heard Pixie Lot had a kid. Yeah, because I think she also got married as well. So yeah, she's settled down basically. Um, yeah. Wait, no, I swear. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Because Ten It Up was Pixie's first album. I remember because I had that album. And then, yeah, I wasn't aware that the album that had All About Tonight on it was self-titled. Yeah. Hmm. Interesting. Wait! Gumshoe's coming in with the clutch evidence, I see. Is it the poison? Or not poison, but weird green bottle? Detective Gumshoe. Sorry I took so long, pal. Oh no, I'm gonna sneeze again. I can feel it. I can feel it in my nose. Sorry I took so long, pal. I staked everything on this. My badge, the works. So here it is. My heart's counting on this too. Well, what is it, detective? Isn't it obvious, pal? It's the final decisive piece of evidence. What? What? Huh. Sorry it took so long, pal, but I finally got the results from the lab. The results? About the prints, pal, from this medicine bottle. Oh? So, do you know who the prints belong to now? Do you think I'm some kind of hack detective? Yeah, Jessie J is a mom. Yeah. That actually shocked me because I wasn't aware that Jessie J was even in a relationship, because I do follow Jessie J on Instagram. And then, yeah, I just see that she has a kid out of nowhere. And then it's like, wait, huh? Because I know Jessie J did date the movie star Channing Tatum at one point. And then I think they broke up. Well, they did break up, obviously. But yeah. Yeah, I didn't get any of Pixie's other albums after Turn It Up. I just got Turn It Up because I think that was her most well promoted album. I feel like the other ones kind of flew under the radar a little bit. But yeah, Turn It Up is a really good album. I mean, there's still some songs from Turn It Up that are really good even today, like Gravity, Boys and Girls, Cry Me Out, Mama Do, yeah, there's still quite a few songs from Turn It Up that are really good. So tell us, they're the Tigers, right? I knew it. Hehehe. You bet. Clear as crystal, all over the bottle. They're Furio Tigre's paw prints, alright. That's great, we've got him now, Nick. What's wrong with you? You've hardly said a word since Detective Gumshoe got here. Yeah, Turn It Up was the one with the most singles, yeah. Young Foolish Happy. Yeah, I only know all about Tonight from that album. I don't even know whether Pixie released any more songs from that album as singles. But yeah, All About Tonight is the one I was most familiar with. Because I think that one did really well in the charts as well. I don't know whether it was number one, but it got pretty close. It might have been number 2 or 3 in the charts. I know it was in like the top 5. Like, it did really well. You've laid everything on the line for this, Nick. I know. Look, I'm sorry. This is kind of hard to say, but it really doesn't make any difference whose prints are on that bottle now. Huh? What? Why not? What we need to produce at this stage in the trial is irrefutable evidence that the Tigre put poison in Glenelg's coffee. He's already admitted that he met the victim. The fact that his prints are on this bottle, that really doesn't make any difference now. I knew it. Great. No matter how hard I try, I'm never of any use. Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. This was our last chance to help Maggie, and I've been working on some useless piece of evidence the whole time. Oh yeah, Kiss the Stars as well, yeah. I forgot that song was also on the album. Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember being a big fan of What Do You Take Me For? I think I just felt it was like Yeah, I think I preferred Kiss the Stars and All About Tonight. Yeah, that collaboration came out so out of left field. I was not expecting Selena Gomez and Pixie Lott to do a song together. But We Earn the Night is a really good song. It's probably one of my favourites actually from When the Sun Goes Down. Like Selena and Pixie's voices go really well together as well. Cause like the cause like the Cause Pixie's turn and like the way Selena back then sang so lightly. Yeah, I think it was a match made in heaven, honestly, that I just wasn't expecting. It's alright, I'm a real loser. It's not breaking news to me, pal. Detective Gumshoe? Maggie? You've been working on something for me. Sorry I let you down, Maggie. I know you didn't do it. And I'm a detective. We're supposed to be able to prove stuff like that. I'm really sorry, I'll get out of your hair now. Detective Gumshoe, wait! He's gone. Isn't there anything we can do now, Nick? I wish there was. Gumshoe worked so hard to get that evidence. If only there was some way I could use it. Okay. Covered in Furia Tigre's fingerprints. There we go. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what other old collabs kind of took me by surprise. Yeah, because like I feel like yeah, Selena and Pixie. Oh, you know what? You know what other collaboration that I wasn't expecting, but I also really liked back in the day? Demi Lovato and Jason Derulo. Their song from Unbroken. I swear, the first time I listened to it, I cried. Like, oh, Demi Lovato and Jason Derulo's voices together go so good together. Like, oh my god. That's a collaboration I wish I could like have witnessed. Like I'm honestly surprised that song didn't get released as a single. I think it was called Together, but yeah, that song is so good. Yeah, I wish I was in the recording studio for Selena and Pixie as well. Like, that would be a really interesting story to hear from one of them one day. Like, either Selena or Pixie, just like how they met and how they came to, like, I don't know, maybe Selena was actually a fan of Pixie's music and got in touch with her. Like, I don't know. But yeah, so oh, it's crunch time now in the case. Ooh. Demi and Jason Derulo did a song called Together. It's on Demi Lovato's third studio album, Unbroken. But yeah, it's so good. Yeah, it's really uplifting as well. And I also there's a really fun bit in the song that I really like where at the start of like the chorus that's at the end of the bridge, Jason does like a really loud woo because he gets like, like a really loud, like I can't do it because it's like really high, but just like a really loud yell because he's having so much fun in the song. Yeah. Another Jason Derulo collaboration I really like is during the pandemic I got like really into country music, and one of my favourite country music bands that I think they've actually split up now, which is a real shame, but One of my favourite country music bands is a group called Florida Georgia Line, and they did a really good song with Jason Derulo called Women that's so good. But yeah, that was another out of left field collaboration, because I was like, Jason Derulo doing a country song? Like, huh? I know Jason Derulo really wants to do a gospel album at some point as well. I know he's always talked about how like he grew up listening to gospel music and stuff like that. Yeah, it's Unbroken. That's the name of the album. That Give Your Heart a Break was on. Skyscraper was also on it. Demi Lovato also has a collaboration with a singer called Ayaz on that album called You're My Only Shorty. That's quite a fun collaboration as well. Yeah. Another more recent collaboration I really like is obviously for Demi's last album, she went back to her rock and roll roots, and one of my favourite collaborations from Demi's Holy Fuck album is the song she did with a singer called Youngblood called Freak. I'm a big fan of Youngblood's voice, and he does such good rock and punk music. So yeah, that song is so good. But yeah, yeah, there's actually quite a few collaborations on Unbroken now that I think about it. There's the collaboration with Jason Derulo. There's the collaboration with Ayaz. There's a collaboration with Dev and I think Missy Elliott. I know there was like a rapper on there's a song called Who's That Boy, and it has Dev on it, who also collaborated with JLS at one point, and I think Missy Elliott is the rapper that was on it. But yeah, that's also a really good song. I think Demi Lovato is another artist who does really good collaborations, because I also really liked it when she went back to her Spanish roots and did a Spanish song with Luis Fonsi, who did Despacito a couple of years ago. I say a couple of years ago, I think it was like 2017, 2018. But yeah. Oh god. Do I get a choice? Do I have to? Is this going to be a swerve? I'm just going to check if this is a swerve or whether it wants me to present that piece of evidence. Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah. Right, let me... There we go. Yeah, so small bottle. There we go. This is the defense's final piece of evidence. Your Honor, naturally, the court is already aware of the contents of this bottle. However, interesting. Oh yeah, also Christina and Demi performing that song together, and the way that Christina and Demi doing high notes together and like almost trying to one up each other, like filled my heart with so much joy. Oh my god. I think it was at the VMAs that they performed it together, but yeah, that performance where they're just like in the black the long black jackets, and like I think it like rains on the stage because they get a bit wet during the performance. But yeah, I wasn't aware Jason Derulo and Ava Max did a song together. That's interesting. I'll have to check that one out because I'm a big fan of Ava Max. I have both of her albums. I have Heaven and Hell and Diamonds and Dance Floors on Spotify, and I've listened to both albums quite a bit. We have clearly identified some fingerprints on it. Fingerprints belonging to you, Mr. Tigre. Yeah, plus it's basically like I kind of live vicariously through Demi in that performance. Like I just imagine I'm Demi in that moment because Demi's always said how Christina is like one of her main idols and influences. So I bet Demi was like freaking out at the thought of performing that song together with Christina. What? Okay. Do I still? Yeah. Okay. Oh. Does it say? Hang on, let me. I know what's in it, but I'm just wondering how Phoenix knows. Another recent live performance of Demi's that I really like that she did was also at the VMAs recently, where I think it was after her revamped album came out, where she did rock versions of some of her biggest songs. But yeah, she did like the rock version of "Cool for the Summer," "Confident," and uh, and maybe "Sorry Not Sorry." But yeah, that performance where Demi just goes full on rock goddess and performs some of her biggest hits, but like rock and roll, was so good. I remember seeing Taylor Swift's reaction to that performance as well, and just seeing her with her mouth open. Hmm. Yeah, I think that was some of Demi's high notes as well. I think how can she even hit that? Like, I mean, that is honestly like if I ever get the absolute honor and pleasure of meeting Demi one day, I'm 1000% gonna ask her how she hits the notes that she does because oh my god, I imagine she must have like really good lung capacity so she can like hold her breath for like a really long time. Um, yeah, because when you're singing, you're not meant to sing from from the throat. You're meant to sing from the stomach. So yeah, and I imagine that Demi puts a lot of power into that. Uh, well, we just hammered the final nail in the coffin. Yay! Really. Um. I get that I get like that with Ariana as well when she hits some of her high notes. I'm like, oh my god, how can you go that high? Like, yeah. Yeah, like ever since like Demi's voice magically became more powerful all of a sudden, like since her Here We Go Again and Unbroken eras, um, like yeah, Demi, like ever since Demi's voice got more powerful, like yeah, her high notes have been like amazing. Yeah, I'm trying to remember whether Demi has actually, like, since Fall in Line came out, I wonder if she's hit a higher note than that. The only, the only song I can think of since Fall in Line where Demi's hit, like, a really high note is City of Angels from her Holy Fuck Rock album. Because, she, like, because at the end of City of Angels, Demi does like this crazy like raised note where she goes City of Angels and goes really high at the end. Like, wow. And I'm just like, I remember the first time I listened to City of Angels and I was like, my eyes were just like this. I was like when Demi hits the high note she hits at the end of that song, where she just like, it's almost like she just soars and like flies away with how good the high note is. Yeah, oh my god. Yeah. Another song that I was like that with was the first time I heard Spaceman by Sam Ryder. I was like, just like how perfect that song is. I was like, I remember hearing him perform it for the first time at Eurovision, and my jaw was just like I was watching it and I was like, holy moly, the UK actually have a really good act in Eurovision for once. Didn't he just, yeah, he just gave himself away. Oh my god. Stupid criminals. They're idiots. Yeah, not gonna lie, the first time, like, when I saw Wicked, and as soon as Cynthia hits like that amazing R note at the end of Wicked, where she goes, yeah, yeah, I was highly tempted just to just like get out of my seat and just like standing ovation on the spot. Like that note in Cynthia and Ari's version of Defying Gravity was so good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Don't mind me, just yawning. I don't even know why I'm yawning, given the fact that I'm drinking an energy drink. I should be full of energy. all this music talk though is really making me wanna just listen to my Spotify and like have a really good singing session after the stream. Yeah. Huh. I also had a very similar reaction. So the first time I went to see The Greatest Showman, when I first heard Kiala Settle do that insane high note near the end of This Is Me, I like I was already tearing up because I was so inspired, but I just remember being like, oh my god. Yeah, like as soon as I heard This Is Me for the first time when I went to watch Greatest Showman, I knew that song was gonna become one of my favourite songs of all time in terms of like uplifting me and making me feel valued and stuff like that. Hmm. It's also funny I mentioned Kiala Settle because Kiala Settle, who played the bearded lady in Greatest Showman, was actually in Wicked. Because she actually played Miss Coddle in the Wicked movie. Although you probably wouldn't know it was her because Kiala Settle in the Wicked movie has a British accent. So, yeah. And she's also not wearing a beard, obviously, because women don't have beards. Uh, yeah, Kiala's. I remember seeing Kiala perform "This Is Me" at the Oscars, and Kiala was getting emotional near the end of the song. I could see it. There's also a really good behind the scenes clip of from like when they were recording the songs for The Greatest Showman. But I think it went viral actually. But there's a clip on YouTube somewhere of Kiala performing This Is Me for the first time in front of her Greatest Showman castmates, like when they were recording the soundtrack. And I think it actually made Hugh Jackman cry. I think that was his reaction. So yeah, that that really cool behind the scenes video was really really cool to watch. I would honestly love a I would love a sequel to The Greatest Showman or maybe a spin-off to The Greatest Showman. Like I don't think The Greatest Showman should stop at just one movie. Especially because The Greatest Showman is such a good movie. I don't even I don't even think there's a single bad song in that movie. Speaking of like surprise collaborations though, Hugh Jackman and Zac Efron on a song together. Wolverine and Troy Bolton. Are you kidding me? That was insane. Yeah. Oh. Oh, is he finally gonna crack? He's finally cracking! I think I just solved the case. But yeah, for anyone who missed that because of all the music talk, Furio Tigre committed the murder. He gave himself away. Yeah, Troy Bolton and Wolverine on a song together. I mean, I think I think that song did do well in the charts because obviously when The Greatest Showman came out, the soundtrack like skyrocketed and was just like in the charts for such a long time. But yeah, I definitely think Hugh Jackman and Zac Efron's song was probably like the surprise song from The Greatest Showman that no one expected, but everyone adored. Especially because the song, because the other side is a very showmany song. Like even in the movie, like they're just in that bar and they do like all the fancy choreography with like the chairs and the and the shot glasses. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of my favorite parts about watching live performances is just seeing like the other celebrities in the crowd reacting to the performance. Like I always look forward to seeing who the camera's gonna focus on and what the reaction's gonna be. Oh, poor Phoenix. He got doused in coffee again. Yeah. I always love seeing Taylor Swift's reactions to performances because she's either there's like two main reactions that Taylor has when she's watching fellow artists perform. She's either dancing along to the music or she's just sat there with her mouth wide open like but yeah, Taylor always has the best award show reactions. And yeah, like it even makes me it hits me in the heartstrings if someone in the audience is also getting emotional as well because you will see that like that's a good reminder that celebs are just like us, like they're normal people that are fans of other people's work because some celebrities will get emotional during performances, like watching other celebrities, I mean. So, yeah, like that's always a good reminder that, yeah, especially with like movie stars, we know them for so many different roles. Like, they might not seem human, but yeah, they are just like us in reality. Ugh, stupid auto mod. There we go. Oh, I was when I heard when I was at the Eras tour and I heard the start of Don't Blame Me, I almost wanted to cry because Don't Blame Me is one of my absolute favourite songs from Reputation. So as soon as I heard that Taylor had included that in the set list, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get to hear Don't Blame Me live. Oh my god. I was so I was so happy. Um and yeah, I've the only other song I would have the only other Reputation song I would have liked to have heard when I saw Taylor is I Did Something Bad because I Did Something Bad is also another one of my favourite Reputation songs. Especially the bridge where Taylor gets all like amped up and she's like, so let me up, let me up, let me up, go ahead and let me up. It always gets me. And like the build up to the last chorus in I Did Something Bad is so good. Also the part in the music video where Taylor's like holding the apple. At least I think I Did Something Bad got a music video. Or I might be confusing it with another, like the apple bit with another song. But yeah. I will, like, also, oh, this, I love I love the transition that Taylor added to Look What You Made Me Do at the end of it, where she transitions into into another song. Like, that's so cool. I'm trying to remember how the transition goes, but yeah. Or maybe I'm getting it backwards, and like she has a really cool transition into Look What You Made Me Do. I think it might actually be the transition into Look What You Made Me Do. Yeah, I think it's coming back to me. I think the transition I'm talking about is at the end of Don't Blame Me. Yeah, it is. I remember now. So at the end of Don't Blame Me, on the Eras tour, Taylor changes the lyrics slightly. She goes, "Don't blame me for what you made me do," and when that transitions into "Look What You Made Me Do," that is so good. I remember squealing. I was like, "Oh my god!" I will admit though, like, Look What You Made Me Do. Looking back on it now, it's definitely one of those overplayed songs. Like, that song kind of made my mum not be a fan of Taylor Swift anymore. Because Look What You Made Me Do is a very repetitive song, and it's also a very scathing song. Like, Taylor gets mad at a lot of people and a lot of things in that song. But yeah, my mum just was not a fan of it, and it actually made her like stop listening to Taylor Swift with me. So yeah, yeah, my mum was not a fan of the Reputation era, not at all. Yeah, but yeah, the part where Taylor goes, "Don't blame me for what you made me do," and then I love that. I'm getting goosebumps talking about it again because it's like I was there, I saw that, I heard that live. Oh my god, what kind of weird name is that? Go away, stupid bot. Oh my god. It's like a bot literally like put a Twitch name generator and got like a random bunch of letters. Oh. Anyway, did I block that guy? I just want to make sure. Yeah, there we go. But yay, Maggie's innocent. Rightfully so. Pardon me. What other good things did I like from the Eras tour that Taylor did? Um, I yeah, I really like the part in "I Can Do It with a Broken Heart," or between "The Smallest Man That Ever Lived" and "I Can Do It with a Broken Heart," where Taylor does the like literally changes her outfit there on stage. Yeah, yeah. I actually saw that moment happen because yeah, me and Molly were actually really lucky because we actually got given better tickets on the day of the show. So originally, me and Molly, when we went to see Taylor, we were gonna be sat with like a not very good view. But what Anfield were doing, so we saw Taylor at Anfield Stadium in Liverpool, and what they were doing was for anyone that had a ticket with a really bad view, they were giving away like other available better seats for free basically. So we basically got a better view and a better seat. So yeah, we were able to have a much better look at Taylor. So yeah, 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 Don't Blame Me has a really good platform rising moment where, and also uh I think it might be Style. It's one of the 1989 songs where like she just has like different outfits from different eras on like the screens on the barriers. But yeah, that was really cool. And yeah, I also really like it when she performs Down Bad in the Torture Poets department section of the show, and like the platform raises up slightly, but there's a UFO on it, and there's just like a single spotlight shining on Taylor. Like that moment looks so cool. Yeah, the Torture Poets department section of the Eras Tour was such a good addition. Oh my god. Like I would have been fine with like songs from that album just being like surprise songs, but I'm really glad Taylor actually just added another whole act to her show just for that album. Because it did deserve it, because Torture Poets Department is a good album. I mean, it's a great album. I'm understating it. It's a great album. I also, me and Molly both screamed really loud when Taylor came out as well, because the way Taylor comes out on the Eras tour, where she's like crouched down under like under like the big flouncy fans, or like the big like sheets of silk, and like Taylor, and like it kind of like fans out like a flower or a peacock. But yeah, that's really cool. And then she starts to show off with Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince. That's so good. Yeah, we did. We definitely did. I know. I think Molly thanked me quite a few times, like both on the way home and when we got home. I think Molly, in hindsight, was really, really glad that I took her with me, because I was the one that paid for the tickets, so I had to choose who I got to take with me. Because Fred, I mean, we've discussed this on stream before, but Fred's not really he's not exactly a Swiftie, so he wouldn't have gone to Taylor Swift with me. But yeah, at least I know that Molly's a massive Swiftie, so I was really happy that she went with me. And yeah, we had a great time. I mean, it's probably one of the best nights I've ever had in my life. There we go. Oh, don't be so harsh, Maggie. No. Oh, Maggie. You know, Detective Gumshoe's been really worried about you through all of this. I wanted to believe that, sir, but on that first day of the trial, he practically gave the judge a free pass to lock me up. He didn't have any choice, Maggie. He's a detective, he has to report the facts. He doubted me, that's why. He thought I might have done it. I've got to prove to her that Gumshoe really cares about her. Yeah, that was one thing I wasn't expecting from the Eras tour. Uh, for it to just make Cruel Summer into a into a hit song. Cause like before the Eras tour, Cruel Summer wasn't a single, but because it was so popular on the Eras tour, it became a single, and yeah, it did really well. Yeah. But yeah, there we go, Gumshoe's lunchbox. But yeah. And yeah, when Cruel Summer was in the chart, it definitely got me into the song a lot more. Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, why is Maggie talking about baby sausages making me hungry? Oh. Well, not hungry, but just like snacky. Like, oh. I love the artwork, like when it goes like this and there's like a picture of the characters doing something. I also I also love the moment where on the Eras tour during the Tortured Poets Department section, I loved it when, for one night only, Taylor Swift brought her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, on stage to help her change her outfit. Like, that was so cool. Like, I'm a big fan of Taylor and Travis Kelce's relationship, and I really, really hope it works out for them because they do seem like such a cute couple. All Too Well is probably my favourite Taylor Swift song of all time. So when I saw Red Taylor's version was coming out and I heard there was going to be a 10-minute version of All Too Well, I was like, oh my god, Taylor actually wrote a 10-minute version of All Too Well. It's probably going to be just as good, if not better, than the original version. And I think I was right. But yeah, I know Taylor performed All Too Well. I think it was at the Grammys that she did it one year, or maybe the Oscars. It was one of them. But yeah, yeah, Taylor got really emotional when she performed All Too Well at the Oscars or Grammys. Um, yeah, so yeah, that was cool to see. Picture to Burn is another one of my favourite Taylor Swift songs. Oh my god, it's this case. Oh my god, I love this case. Okay, we're starting to get to the good bit of this game now. This is where stuff is really gonna pick up and get really, really good, and I'm very excited. But yeah, Picture to Burn from Taylor Swift's self-titled album is such a good song. I love how she get. I love how like her country accent that she did for her old songs suited Picture to Burn so well, because it's like, go and tell your friends that you're sorry to me or something like that, and it's like, 'Cause you're a redneck heartbreak, you never let me drive. Taylor's country accent that she did early in her career was so cute. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I also love her voice as it is now, like her more pop voice. Yeah. Yeah, what other songs do I like by Taylor that aren't necessarily singles? I really love some of the From the Vault songs that Taylor's added to her earlier albums. Um, so yeah, I've actually gotten really into the Fearless album thanks to the Taylor's version. Yeah, the Taylor's version of the album that she brought out. But yeah, Fearless has so many good songs on it, like You're Not Sorry. I think yeah, You're Not Sorry. Um, there was another good song from Fearless as well. You All Over Me with Maren Morris on backing vocals. That one's so good. The Very First Night from Red Taylor's version is also very good. I love I Here's another collaboration I wasn't expecting from Speak Now Taylor's version. I was not ready for Taylor Swift and Fall Out Boy to do a collab. I love Fall Out Boy. They're one of my favorite rock bands. So yeah, when I saw that Taylor and Fall Out Boy were doing a song called Electric Touch for Speak Now Taylor's version, I may have freaked out a bit, and even more when I heard the song. I remember when I heard the end of the bridge for Electric Touch where Taylor Swift and Patrick Stump, the singer for Fall Out Boy, was singing along together. Their voices go so well together, but yeah, that song is so good. And then also Castles Crumbling with Hayley Williams as well. I love that song. I mean, that was another thing that made the Eras Tour so much more perfect. I wasn't just seeing Taylor, I was seeing Paramore, and Paramore may have been like the best opening acts I've ever seen. Like, I think it's gonna be very hard to top Paramore as an opening act because they crushed it. Like, they were awesome. I definitely want to go see a full Paramore concert even more now. I really like The Great War as well. Midnight Rain, Vigilante Shit. Uh, yeah. Um, I like So High School. Because I Love Him. Or, no, not Because I Love Him, but Daddy I Love Him. There we go. Get the song name right. Yeah, the Tortured Poets Department. I was not ready for Taylor Swift to name drop Charlie Puth in the Tortured Poets Department song, where she's like, oh, how does the lyric go again? I know it goes something like, da-da, Charlie Puth should be a better artist, or something like that. Or, yeah, so, but yeah, I was not ready for Taylor to, yeah. I mean, for Olivia Rodrigo though, I honestly don't think she could have picked a better, like, lead single for her debut album than Driver's License. Like, I think honestly, if Olivia would have picked any other song to go with for her first single from Sour, I don't know whether she would have been as famous as she is now. Because I think Driver's License is just one of those once in a lifetime songs where you hear it and you get blown away by it. I also remember watching Olivia perform that song at the Brits, and oh my god, that performance was so good. Olivia performing Driver's License at the Brits. Yeah. And I also loved the performances. I also loved the Good For You performance that Olivia did on Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live, I just heard today, is actually apparently getting a UK version. There's apparently going to be a UK version of Saturday Night Live starting next year, I think. Yeah, it's basically going to be like the American version, but with British comedy writers and comedians and stuff like that. I don't know whether American artists and stuff are going to appear on it. It might just be like for British artists only, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Saturday Night Live has so many good performances. Like, yeah, I remember when I loved Ariana's Eternal Sunshine performances that she did, so We Can't Be Friends and Perfectly For You, when, or Perfect For You, when she went on SNL. And like, for Perfect For You, Ariana was just, I think she was in like a really pretty butterfly dress, and it was really cute. But yeah, also, for this case, we're not playing as Phoenix Wright, we're playing as Mia Faye. So this case is actually kind of like a prequel case. And it's going to be a prequel case for the next case, which, spoiler alert, is going to be... so the case after this case is going to be the last case in the Phoenix Wright trilogy. So... at least I think, or there might be 2 more cases, I can't remember. But yeah. I love Jealousy, Jealousy. I also love Traitor as well. Traitor's a really good song, and I love the music video. I love Happier as well. Yeah, there's quite a few songs I love from Guts as well, like Ballad of a Homeschool Girl, All American Bitch, Obsessed, Lacey, Pretty Isn't Pretty. There's so many good songs that Olivia's done. Oh my god. Yeah. I've also, since Sabrina performed it on the Brits, I've got more into Bedchem by Sabrina Carpenter. Yeah, because I think I'd only listened to that song like once or twice before she performed it at the Brits, but now I'm very into that song. Yeah, what other... The way Terry Falls is talking, you'd think he's British. Like he's missing out letters from his words, or they could just be typos, I don't know. Ooh. Remember this guy, because this guy is actually, he doesn't look like it, but he's actually a very familiar face that we secretly know already. I mean, the bottom half of his face is kind of a dead giveaway anyway. Unless you're not very good at like putting names to faces, but Ichi Diego Armando. Yeah, well, I'm trying to remember who the prosecutor is in this case. I wonder if it's and imagine it's either gonna be Edgeworth or it's gonna be Von Karma. It's probably gonna be like a blast from the past prosecutor. Oh wow, February 16th. That's near my birthday. My birthday is February 20th. You wouldn't think it looking at this guy, but this guy is actually the brother of the judge that we're more familiar with the white beard. I mean, you wouldn't think it, but yeah, apparently, according to the Ace Attorney anime, yeah, it's canon that this guy is the judge's brother. It's a shame that they didn't give the judges names though. Like, it's just like a bald-headed judge with the grey beard, and then this judge with like the weird haircut. Oh, it is Edgeworth. Cool. I should be more excited. Oh my god, it's Miles Edgeworth. Also that jacket. Hello. Yeah, how old is Edgeworth? Oh, it's 20. Okay. So how old's Mia? So Diego Armando is 27. Valerie Hawthorne. Wait, Hawthorne? Oh, I just remembered the link between this case and an Elliot case. Terry Falls. Wait, Terry Falls is only 25? Wow. I did not think he was that young. He looks like he's like late 30s, early 40s. I'm guessing Mia's probably like maybe early to mid 20s, but obviously still a little bit older than Edgeworth. But yeah, sorry I've kind of been on autopilot with the text. It's just, I mean, I can't, I can't really talk with the chat and read the text at the same time. So do bear with me if whilst I'm talking with the chat, I'll just like go through the game as I'm talking, even if I don't voice act. I mean, honestly, my throat's starting to finally get to that point anyway, where it's starting to get just a teensy bit worn out. Like, it's not hurting, but you can tell it's kind of cracking a little bit. Whoa, the girl he threw off the bridge was only 14. Oh, so there's a link between Terry Falls' last crime and the crime he's currently being accused of. That's cool. Yeah. Oh god. I wonder if this judge is gonna be just as thick as his older brother? Oh no, he's just claiming the defendant is guilty right off the bat. Oh, I love it when Edgeworth does that cocky point of his, where he's like, Is it Gumshoe? Yay! He's actually wearing a different jacket in the past case. I never noticed that. Like his jacket in this case is cream, whereas I think his usual jacket is green. Lol. Oh my, Gumshoe's fallen in love with Mia. Oh god. It's crazy now to think that Gumshoe and Edgeworth are actually really good friends. And you might remember, I know it was a while ago now, but I obviously showcased the Investigations collection, the Miles Edgeworth spin-off games. And you might remember, I mean, we'll play it again on stream when we get round to it, like in full. But in Miles Edgeworth Investigations, Gumshoe and Edgeworth are actually legit partners, even though they're a detective and a prosecutor. But yeah, what have we got in the court record? So we've got attorney's badge, proof of my profession, it's brand new and sparkles. Valerie's autopsy report, stabbed with a knife in the back died from blood loss between 4 and 5 p.m. Yeah. Okay, so we got the Dusky Bridge map, which shows the area around the crime scene basically. Bridge is located 40 feet above Eagle River, so it is quite a drop. Okay, the first testimony, and it's gonna come from Gumshoe. If you're still not clicking with who Diego Armando might be, I mean, there's another hint right there. Coffee mug? Yeah. Trust me, Diego Armando's Where Are You Now is probably one of the biggest, most exciting parts of this whole game. Like the reveal of like what he got up to after this case. Okay. On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Falls. And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain. Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge. Naturally. Now, would the defense please hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination coming right up. Hey, settle down there, kitten. If you keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee. I'm not trembling. It's just cold in here. The courtroom can be a cold battlefield, alright, especially for a beginner. I don't need you to worry about me. I mean the defendant, the witness, everyone's a beginner in here. Ha, you got me there. But maybe you should keep your claws out and show them what you've got, kitten. It's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Just remember those court procedure videos you stayed up all last night watching. Ugh. Ow. Don't mind me, just getting uncomfortable. Okay. Press. Wait, Terry Falls called the victim? Interesting. Ooh, okay, we got victim's note. So what does it say? Confidential police materials written by the victim. Falls 4:30 p.m. at that bridge, wear white scarf. Talk to Dahlia, tell her this time. Wait, Dahlia? Dahlia Hawthorne? Where have we heard that name before? I'm gonna let you guys figure it out. I'm not gonna tell you. Because it'll come to light in this case anyway. True. Ooh, did Mia just call Edgeworth cute? Oh god. Press. I mean, it seems like Dusky Bridge became a very unlucky place for Sergeant Hawthorne, given that she witnessed 2 cases there, or 2 crimes there, and the second one ended up being her doom. Press. Wow. True. Yeah, how did they find the suspect so quickly? What did that say? Talk to Dahlia. Okay. I mean, if the note says talk to Dahlia, then she might have told Dahlia about the conversation. Press. Oh, Terry stole a car? Great. If he's not gonna get brought down for murder, he'll probably get brought down for Grand Theft Auto. Ooh, a new photo. So yeah, that's Valerie's body. So we now have a crime photo, a photo of the trunk of Falls' car. Okay, is there anything strange in that? I can't see anything strange right off the bat, but I mean, yeah, there might be, oh wait, hang on. Wear white scarf for identification. But wait, I don't see a white scarf. So, maybe that? Yeah, baby. Yeah, so Valerie was meant to wear a white scarf in order for Terry to ID her, but she never. But or at least there's no scarf in the photo. Oh no. Coffee candy? Oh god. I think I prefer coffee as just like an iced or a cut or a hot drink. Although, so I don't know whether they're in America as well, but here in the UK we have like a really cool assortment of sweets called Revels, and one of the sweets in Revels is literally just like a coffee ball. So it's like a chocolate a chocolate outside, and then the inside is just like kind of like a coffee cream slash powder. Yeah, yeah, that's a really nice sweet. Yep. Don't tell me Gumshoe found the white scarf separately. Yeah, yeah. Itchy. So maybe that's why Gumshoe couldn't find it, because Edgeworth already took the scarf. I wonder what I wonder what's on the scarf. It's like, yeah, there's like something brown on it. Is it mud? It could be dried blood. So we now have the scarf in the court record, worn by the victim at the time of the incident, found on Dusky Bridge. Oh my. I'm gonna sneeze again. I can feel it creeping up in my nose. Mm. Ugh. I wonder why I'm so sneezy. I mean, I say that, and I probably do know why. The pollen's probably high again today. I mean, it's actually gotten a bit overcast now here, but it was very sunny earlier. Hmm. Okay, so I am going to wrap up the stream here. Um, yeah. I would have considered going another hour, but yeah, I think given that I'm sneezing and given that my voice is already starting to wear out a little bit, I'm gonna give my voice a break and maybe rest it a little bit. And yeah, so yeah. Plus, I feel like this is a good place to stop anyway before the case. Um, yeah, because I mean, the thing is with these trials is you don't exactly know when the next available space will be to save afterwards. So yeah. So yeah, let's there we go. Save, title screen. There we go. Exit game. And yeah, so thank you for coming, everyone. Apologies that I kind of like had to give up the voice acting, but again, I mean, it's already hard like trying to play a game and talk at the same time. But when you're trying to read in the game, and also talk to the chat and also play the game, it's like even more of a multitasking battle. So yeah, tomorrow is Tuesday, so we missed it last week because I was at my dad's. But yeah, tomorrow I will be returning to Yakuza. Um, yeah. Uh, I'll have to see. So yeah, I should be able to stream a lot more this week in general compared to last week. So, yeah. The only day where it might be a bit hit or miss whether I stream might be Thursday because during the stream I got a text from my dad and I'm gonna be at the dentist on Thursday, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask my dad what time that is, and also, I mean, I don't know how long that's gonna take because I mean, usually when I go to dentist, it's just a checkup, but yeah. But yeah, tomorrow is Yakuza. That should definitely start at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. BST. Anyway, feel free to convert that to your own time zone. But yeah, so let's rate someone. Da 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 da. No 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 no. Oh wow. Okay. Oh wow, Chuck started early. Huh. Uh. Ooh, Kev's playing First Berserker Kazan Part One. Ooh. But yeah. Yeah. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna rate Chugs. There we go. I know I've rated Chugs a lot, but like he really is like my favorite streamer. Um, like my favorite streamer to watch, my favorite streamer to chat with. He's just the sweetest human. So yeah, and if I can get any more fans of wrestling or of gaming into the Chugs army, I'm gonna do it. So yeah. Um, but yeah, until tomorrow when I'm back with Yakuza, I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. Um, yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna be staying in Chugs' stream. I'll probably say hi and then yeah, I don't know because I really want to watch episode 1 of The Last of Us at some point, season 2. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, let's rate Chugs and show some love. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.